Okay, thank you for everybody joining today. So my name is Timo Kuokkanen. I will be your host today. We are 1 minute past to the starting time and we will start the webinar. The webinar title for today will be AP Automation for NetSuite, looking beyond automatic invoice creation. And like I mentioned already, my name is Timo Kuokkanen. I work here in Staria with our technology unit, with our NetSuite suite apps. I will be your host today. Shortly on my background, I have more than 10 years of experience working with financial services and technologies. So I have quite long history working with different kind of solutions, and I'm happy to be here today talking you a bit more about our Staria capabilities regarding AP automation. And the agenda for today will be the following. We will have a short, quick intro to Staria. So if you are not familiar what Staria is all about, we will start with that one. Then we will basically walk you through our AP automation in full. We will discuss about receiving and creating of invoices, posting invoices, approving invoices, and finally securely paying invoices. So we will walk you through all the AP process. As a final topic, we will discuss Staria Flow product overview. So we will walk you through Staria's Flow product as a whole. And as a final thing, we will have a Q&A session in the end, and I will answer dependent on time, a couple of questions. Some notifications on this end. We will not do a demo today, so just to highlight that this presentation will not end in a demo. But if you're interested in having a demo of the solution, we are happy to have one directly with you after this webinar. But let's start with the quick intro to Staria. So what is Staria all about? So Staria is basically a growth organization. We are already 20 years old, and we operate currently in 16 offices in Europe. We operate in Finland, Sweden, Norway, Estonia, Czech Republic, and also in Philippines. And we actually we have almost 500 people already in our organization. So we are a quite large organization on our own. Some of our key values that we want to tell to our customers are the commitment, collaboration, and courage. Those are 3 key values that we are happy to explain to our customers. Basically, currently we have more than 500 customers, and our customer relationship NPS score is quite high. Like I mentioned already, we have almost 500 people on our organization, and we have been growing heavily in the past few years. So we have been doing more than 30% annual growth rates in the past few years. And we do different areas for our customers. 3 main things that we do for our customers are financial services and global accounting. So we do financial services and global accounting in more than 40 countries. Then, as a second topic, we do NetSuite implementations. We are the most decorated NetSuite solution provider in Europe. And as third one, we have a technology unit that I'm actually part of. And as a next slide, I will walk you through what our technology unit is all about. So basically, Staria's technology unit offers suite apps and complementary solutions to our customers. So we want to provide you right tools to maximize the return of invest in your NetSuite investment. And basically what we do, we have these solutions called Staria suite apps for NetSuite, and then we have complementary solutions. For the suite app side, we have Staria Flow solution, which is an AP automation solution built for NetSuite, and then we have localizations. Localizations are basically designed to perform specific financial operation and processes by specific country requirements. So we have designed localizations to support our customers' journey in NetSuite environment in these particular countries. As complementary solution-wise, something to highlight here, we have a Staria PI planning solution, which is a flexible, agile PI and reporting tool for our customers. For the customers that we currently have, we have a quite variety of different kind of customers. We have really good logos that we are offering services these days. For example, Volt, Vinted, and Rolik are all our customers. And we have, like I mentioned already, more than 500 customers using Staria services these days. And there are just a few in this slide, but these are customers that have been looking for a partner who can walk across and do cross-country implementation for them. And for that reason, we have been the trusted navigator of growth for these companies. But that was extremely shortly about Staria, and now we will move forward with the actual agenda for today. And we will start about looking at the full AP automation process. Basically, we discussed with many of our customers that you should put emphasis on the accounts payable as much as the automation, since in order for you to automate your AP, you really need to understand what's AP all about and recognize the impact of manual entries and processes and what kind of impact those will have across entire business. So we will in this presentation walk you through what's AP all about in general level, rather than fully jumping to the automation side. And we many times tell to our customers that your AP processes shouldn't end once the invoice has been created in NetSuite environment, and for that reason, neither should your AP automation solution end there. And as the next one, what we want to discuss with you is why to consider AP automation. So why this topic is important. Well, what are we actually addressing is, as a first topic, is efficiency. What many people do not understand or don't maybe see so vividly is that in many use cases, AP processes require quite a lot of use of employee time. There are question of how much time it will take to process all the incoming data, and then of course how does this impact on other departments outside of finance department. So efficiency is one topic that we want to address here. Second topic that we want to address here is accuracy. So basically with many customers, the accuracy point is basically how to remove the manual entries and how to reduce the risk of doing things in error regarding, for example, vendor or invoice info. And that will eventually end up to the payment processing. So how to remove those manual entries and reduce the risk at the same time. So that's what accuracy is all about. So critical vendor invoice info, getting it that right and removing the risk of paying in error. For the third bullet point that we want to highlight here, what we are actually addressing, that is being the security side. So of course, with this kind of AP automation solutions, we want to reduce the opportunities for fraud and behavior. So that is something that we want to highlight here. And as a final one, CAS. So of course, with the AP automations, you should have a quicker visibility of cash due out and have improved cash flow forecasting capabilities. As a next step, we want to talk you more about the key stages of accounts payable. So the first one being the invoice creation. So invoices can come from different sources. So in many customers, you are seeing that you are receiving invoices even in a paper format, or through emails in a PDF format, or in e-invoice formats such as PayPal in Middle Europe. But regardless of invoice channels, those invoices need to be created, and created to the NetSuite environment. And the first thing that you will see when arriving the data in the NetSuite environment is the posting part. And the posting is, of course, important because every transaction needs to be posted before the actual approval can be done. And as a final stage of the accounts payable, we see the payments part. So sending when the bill process have been completed, you need to still send the payment data to the bank or to the banks and take account statement back from the banks back to the NetSuite environment. And how do these stages work with NetSuite? Well, Oracle NetSuite as itself, we firmly believe it's the best finance ERP system of the self, and we basically want to maximize the use of NetSuite to our customers. And but in this accounts payable processes, we need to still understand that the invoices come from different sources. But for regarding of the process elements, the invoice postings, invoice approvals are the ones that we will anyway be doing inside of Oracle NetSuite. We will not take anything away from your NetSuite environment. We basically want to boost your NetSuite environment to make sure that you have the best solution for NetSuite environment. So basically, NetSuite offers deep classification as standard. It offers custom segment, custom fields, and strong native workflows, dashboards, and reminder portlets. And we basically want to make sure that our customers are able to fully take advantage of those things. So we want to maximize the use of your investment in NetSuite, and we will basically not remove any core functionality. We will just make sure that you have the best-in-class solution for the AP process. But moving forward, we want to basically discuss with you what does automation look like at each step. So we basically presented in the previous slide all the steps of this process, and we want to walk those steps through with you. And we want to basically discuss with you how to enhance your investment in NetSuite by removing all the external dependencies to get invoices from A to be paid. What does automation look like? So basically the first one was the invoice creation part. So what does automation look like at this step? Well, the idea being that you should be able to create the invoices in a way where there's no manual creation or duplicate data entries for supply invoices. For the paper and PDF invoices arriving via emails, there should be an OCR technology as a background to scan, upload, and automatically create a new transaction to NetSuite. And this should be increasingly enhanced with AI to make sure that the quality of data capture will be taken care of. We also want to highlight that OCR technology, although the OCR and AI are hot topics for many of our customers, but manual validation is actually something that will ensure the high data quality for our customers, and for that reason, this manual validation is something that we want to highlight here. Also, as an interesting topic for many of our customers, also outside of Nordic, is the e-invoicing world. And e-invoicing as is the let's say future technology for many customers in Europe. And e-invoicing technology will basically remove the need for OCR. So we are able to completely automatical way to do an invoice creation to NetSuite with e-invoicing as a backend as a background process. For the invoice posting part, what does the automation look like at posting part? Well, our invoices should be automatically pre-posted to correct classifications based on defined and learned criteria. So basically, GL code, departments, class, locations, or other custom segments should be populated based on supplier and line level details. And this should be something that continual improvements will increase the accuracy of pre-posting based on these AI enhancements in the background. So for the posting part, there should be an automatical way of doing pre-posting as a background process. For the approval part, this is of course a part where basically removing all the errors and providing a simple interface for doing approval workflows is extremely important. And basically for many use cases, how does the automation look like at this step means that invoice transactions should be with correct transaction informations to save unnecessary queries. This is also the part where we basically can create this so-called rule-based solution. The best example being the three-way matching. So three-way matching basically means that we can match the incoming data against the purchase orders and the goods received. So basically we can do a matching of invoices against purchase orders to make sure that those are then automatically approved if everything is matching correctly. And the three-way matching is the perfect example how to automate in the invoice approval workflows for customers. There are also other possibilities to do that for our customers, but three-way matching is the most common one. Then for the approval, you should have this simple interface for accessing, viewing, and querying and approving the transactions for both NetSuite and non-NetSuite users. And of course, visibility of corresponding document alongside the transaction record is something that we want to highlight for our customers being important to make sure that you have full visibility of what's happening. And after the invoices have been posted and approved, then we have as a final step the secure payment process. And the secure payment process is basically to make sure that you will have an accurate payments, correct dates, secure uploads, and minimal manual interactions. So to basically take all those payments to the bank or several banks and make the seamless upload of payment file to the bank via secure connections. So there's no opportunity for external manipulation outside of audit trail. So that's what secure payment is all about. That of course will lead to a point where basically there are no late or incorrect payments to suppliers, which will basically improve the relationships to your counterparties. So that's what the secure payment is all about. But those were basically the four main elements and how to do automation at each step. And as a next step, we want to introduce you to the Staria Flow solution. So Staria Flow solution is Staria's solution for AP automation process. It's basically a seamless flow from capture to the posting, from posting to the approval, and even secure submission of payment files to your bank, and all from NetSuite environment. And although like many other AP automation solutions for NetSuite, Staria Flow will basically take you beyond the invoice capture all the way through the process of creating, exporting, and uploading payment files directly to your bank. This is a complete end-to-end AP automation solution for NetSuite, and it basically consists of four modules. We have the Staria Capture, Staria Inflow, Staria Posting AI, and Staria Banking. This is basically available in modules, and the solution will grow with you. And for many customers, we will start with Staria Capture together with Staria Inflow. Staria Capture is our, let's say, multi-channel vendor bill receiving service that we offer for our customers. Its idea is that we support both e-invoices, but we have a really high quality scanning service that we can offer for our customers to make sure that those paper or PDF invoices coming in are taken in a correct way to the Inflow solution. And the Inflow is basically the AP automation solution what we offer for our customers. That includes all the automation possibilities such as the three-way matching. So that's a solution where you basically can do the approval workflows, can do the postings, can do the automation workflows such as the three-way matching. Then as a third one, we have the Staria Posting AI. Staria Posting AI is basically a solution to enrich the incoming data. So it's basically enriching the data and adding posting dimensions to that data before it's brought to the Staria inflow solution. And idea with that one is, of course, that it will take a quite burdensome process away from the finance people when the posting is completely automated. And that has been a really solution that our customers have taken, has been received extremely well to our customers. As a final one, we have the banking solution. So we have a multi-banking solution. So we can take that payment data from NetSuite environment to one bank or several banks, and then basically take account statements back from NetSuite, back from banks to the NetSuite environment. All our Staria solutions basically are NetSuite compatible, but we want to highlight that all Staria Flow solution, the Staria Flow solution functions natively in NetSuite. So this is basically compatible with your workflows and customization. So it doesn't take anything away from your NetSuite environment. We will have a simple approval portal for NetSuite and non-NetSuite users, so you will have access to your personal work queue to approve your personal invoices. This is used by this solution is currently being used by more than 30 countries, and there are more than 200 customers using the solution globally. And how does the Staria flow then look like at each step? Well, for the invoice creation part, the idea is that with the capture, we will remove the need for any manual data entries. The invoices are entered automatically via OCR or e-Invoices, and this will basically integrate your existing workflows and customizations. Staria Flow for the posting part means that we currently have really good figures to tell you. So 70% of average invoice pre-posting rates is something that can be achieved with the pre-posting AI. This supports department class localization, so quite many complex use cases can be achieved with the solution. And all the AI-driven posting and classification are something that we are more than happy to discuss with you. For the approval part, basically, like already mentioned, we have simple approvals either via NetSuite UI or with Inflow portal. So we have both main users and end users covered for the approval part. All approval hierarchies and multi-level approvals can be achieved with Staria Flow. We have also simple user substitution in case of absence. So if you're going away for a holiday, for example, we have a simple user interface to make sure that you can add that information to the solution. And this is also the part where, for example, automated three-way matching is done. And as a final one, all the payment things can be achieved with the payment part. So all the payments based on your approved transaction can be done. Final approval completed in Secure portal, so that's also covered. And we will have Secure Bank integration via SFTP, for example, as a standard in the solution. But thank you so much. That was the final slide of my presentation. So basically, like mentioned already in the beginning, we will not do a demo of today because due to the limited time for the webinar. But if you're interested in having more in-depth discussion about the solution and having a demo of the solution, we are more than happy to have one. So we will share both this presentation to you and also actually also link where you can book your demo meeting time with me. So that is something that we are more than happy to do for you. As a final one, we have questions. I know that there are some questions coming up. Since time is quite limited, we will take a couple of those questions only at the end. And if you have questions also coming, we will answer to those after this webinar has ended, so we will come back to you directly. But taking a couple of questions that have been arrived already. So there was a question about Staria capture solution. So how does it differ from OCR solutions? Well, simple answer here is that Staria Capture is basically a service that we will do for you. It's designed in a way where we basically will aim for high quality data capture and manual validation together with a dedicated team. So we will try to basically take that burdensome process away from you and do it as a service for you and make sure that the high quality data quality is done for you. There seems to be also a second question coming up. There seems to be a question about the prerequisites for the use of AI. For the posting AI part is something that is designed for customers that have growing volumes of incoming invoices. So basically, the prerequisites are that you have your invoice volumes are growing. So you have growing volumes, and that is usually the starting point for our customers to discuss about the use of AI for the pre-posting part. So it's not designed for if you have just, let's say, 100 or 200 incoming invoices per month. So it's not something that we usually discuss, but if you have larger volumes coming in, then we start the discussion about the AI, and that usually is something that we then take some use cases to make sure that you as a customer-wise will be happy with the solution. But those were the questions that are arriving at this point, and like I mentioned already, there most likely are some additional questions coming up, but we will answer those directly to you after this webinar. So thank you everybody for joining this webinar today. So this has been a brief overview of Staria's capabilities regarding AP automation process. Hopefully you have enjoyed our webinar, and thank you for participating today.